So it's almost been a year, or no, it has been a year since I moved here, which is crazy. Um, I just can't believe it. I mean, I honestly think the worst part of it was the summer because of like the heat waves and everything, but other than that, it's been completely fine. But I just find that it's hard to make friends here. And to be honest, I mean, it's hard for me to make friends anywhere. So maybe this is not like specific to LA, but yeah. So I have to tell the story just in case in the future I forget. So earlier, I guess like last year when I first moved here, I was like really looking for a way to make friends, to like get involved in the community. So I somehow found this thing. It was like a poetry night that happens every Tuesday. And keep in mind, I'm not a writer. I don't write poetry, like whatever, but I feel like the people I'm friends with tend to be like alternative, and I feel like the types of people that write poetry are just like not the stereotypical norm. I don't know if that's like a stereotype, but that's just like how I felt. So when I saw this thing for like poetry every Tuesday, I was like, okay, I'll try to go and see if I can make friends, or at least like it's a nice event to go to. So I went a couple times last year and then I kind of fell off of it for various reasons. And then right before Christmas, I decided to go to another one. And keep in mind, I hadn't gone in like a year. So, like, it's not like anyone really knew me. It's not like I really knew anyone, even though I technically was there before. And so, the poetry day that I went to happened to be the very last one of the year. And apparently, that's like their tradition of when they do a poetry contest. And I had no idea. Like last time I went, it was just like people saying poetry and leaving the stage. I did not know that this like event was actually a contest. So I come in, I'm like sitting in the front row because I'm by myself because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit in the front. And I ended up talking to this girl next to me. And she kind of finds out, like, hey, like, I don't really know many people here and I didn't come with anybody. And so the program starts and they're asking for like anyone, like five people to volunteer to be the judge. But the caveat is that the judge can't know anyone. So this girl, she was very, very eccentric, but this girl literally pointed her finger like towards my head and was like, her, like so loudly. Plus, I'm in the front row, so like they really can see me. And so I'm like, okay, like I am on the shyer end, but like I also, depending on my mood, I'm not shy. Like I guess it just depends on the day. I don't really even know, but um, yeah. So she's like pointing her head towards me, making all the attention towards me, and obviously the people picking the judges see me because I'm in the front row. And they're like, are you sure you don't know anyone? And I'm like, no, I definitely don't know anyone here. Like, I don't mind being the judge, especially if she's going to call me out. So it was me, four other people judging this poetry contest. And basically, after every single poem, you had to say, like, you had to give your rating. And they gave me this board, or like, you know, like in sports, they have like the little like number thing. So they gave me that little like thing. And you were supposed to give your rating out of 10. And keep in mind, I'm a very honest person. Like, yeah, I didn't know anyone here, and but like, if I'm gonna judge a contest and they like win money after, like, I'm not gonna just say everyone's a 10. Like, I'm gonna rate them genuinely how I feel. And the first person that came up, it was not a good poem. Like, it was really not good. But I didn't want to be like horrible and just give them a zero. But I gave her like maybe like a five, like something that was definitely like nowhere near a 10. And I had to hold up the score in front of everyone, and no joke, a crowd of 200 people booed me. So I came there to make friends, and instead I was booed by the entire audience. So that was kind of like, I'm not mortified because, well, I don't know why I'm not mortified. Should I be mortified? Like, I'm not mortified because, well, I guess I don't really know any of these people, but second of all, like, oh well. But also, like, on the flip side, like, I came to make friends, and now probably everyone who is even noticing me is like thinking that I'm like so mean. So that was kind of a huge fail. I went there to just like try to socialize, and I mean, I guess I met that girl, but she was a lot younger than me and very eccentric. And I'm sure she's not interested in being friends with someone who is as old as me. I don't think she realized how old I am because, first of all, I don't look as old as I actually am. But second of all, I think she was like in college or something. So, yeah, that was a huge fail of making friends. And then I've been on Bumble BFF, and to be honest, this is kind of my fault. Like, I kind of keep going on it and then going off and going on and going off. And then by the time I go on, back on, I'm like, oh my god, all these people responded to me, and then I didn't notice because I deleted the app off my phone. So that's just me being me. Third attempt was going to meetup groups, which honestly is a lot of weird, like, just weird people. Like, not even like a good type of weird, just weird as in like strange type of people. And a lot of the events are for single people, so it's like I'm not really sure how I can make friends like that because I feel like they're going to assume I want to date them instead. So yeah, the search is still strong. I mean, some people at work are like friendly, but I wouldn't say that I'm really like friends with any of them outside of work. So yeah, and I think if I'm going to be here for a while, which I kind of plan to be, like, I need to have friends here. I need to have some sort of base. And I just think that's healthy. Like, I mean, obviously I have my friends back home, but they're across the country, and I just don't know if that is, like, gonna make me feel better. Because, like, honestly, I think I'm gonna like LA so much better if I actually have real friends to, like, talk to and hang out with. And not just, like, people I see once in a while or something like that. So yeah, I wish it was easier to make friends, but I'm not really having the best of luck. Other than that, I've been going to Pilates. Like, I've been still going to the same Pilates place. I've actually started running, which is really new for me. Like, the last time I ran was like winter track, like in high school, and I was really not the best at running then, and I was a child. Like, I was like literally a child, and I was still not the best. So now as someone who's older, like, it's even harder for me to run. So it's really taken me a lot of patience to get where I am so far, which is not even that far, but I am doing the Couch to 5K program. So I hope that I'm able to go up each week and eventually run 30 minutes straight, which is kind of the goal. Right now I'm on week 5, so I'm like about halfway there. But honestly, I keep like not consecutively doing it, so I've been really bad about it, but at least I'm still doing it. So, I'm going to give myself credit there. And then another thing I'm trying to do is read more books, which is like crazy to think about. When I was younger, like elementary school, I would devour books. Like, I would read multiple books a day. Like, I would go to people's houses and I would bring my book. Like, I loved reading, and I still like reading, but I think it's something to do with the technology. Like, my attention span is so short now. So, yeah.